everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays Prison Architect. I apologize, I recorded like 2 minutes of an episode. It was just a tiny little corner in the top right of the screen. You haven't missed much here. All I've really done is made plans to expand my yard, as many people have been asking for. People saying, oh, NL, your freaking prison sucks. Expand your yard. You can't get me down, okay? Because I have, I've built prisons before in Prison Architect that were just god-awful. So this one is actually working out very, very nicely, I would say. On the last episode, we expanded our prison a little bit. That was another thing that I got to talking about, but by a little bit, of course, I mean a ton. But for now, it's mostly going to be all about dismantling these trees, and then hopefully giving our workers maybe a way that they can get back inside here. I don't really want to install a staff door here, because it's just, you know, yet one more electron port that our prisoners can use to actually escape the prison, but we can sell these objects on the ground here. For now, we're mostly in kind of like, I've talked about Prison Architect being kind of like about ebbs and flows. We're kind of in like one of those states where we've boomed, and now we're just waiting for more prisoners to come in, and we're gonna get 12 every single day. Now that we've installed this, we're actually gonna demolish it. I know that seems ridiculous, but this is all gonna be demolished, and the object here is gonna be removed as well. And then we're just going to expand our yard as soon as those fences are gone. And we'll make sure our prison is actually handling this okay. And as long as our prison is handling it, I'd consider this to be a pretty successful setup so far. It's not my favorite workshop. It's quite small. We do need to set up an exports area for it as well. And we need to get the CCTV monitor and the CCTV cameras going and stuff like that. But apart from that, I think it's relatively successful for a prison that's only on, you know, what, like, yeah, it's only been open for 2 weeks here. I'd consider that pretty good. Let's look at our prisoners as they come off of the delivery van here. 9 years for criminal damage. 10 years false imprisonment. How ironic. False imprisonment. Andrew Minifig Barker. Falsely accused and convicted of crushing a person to death with a bag of Lego, he quickly gained the nickname Minifig when other inmates heard about his quote-unquote crime. I like how he called it Lego, not Legos. That's how you know that's a person who's serious about his or her Legos. I'm being facetious a little bit. So now the prisoners are all intermingling here. Bilbo Carson Sakach Baggins. Member of a prestigious family in the Shire, known burglar, fraud, jewelry thief, murder of innocent orcs, goblins, and trolls, known accomplices. Gandalf the Grey, Thorin Oakenshield, and Frodo Baggins resisted arrest, stole from Smaug. Mark Seafort O'Donoghue. Quiet but deadly. Much like a fart. You don't want to piss this guy off or you'll be in a world of hurt. Several supposed kills to his name, but nothing sticked till now. A hired assassin and complete psychopath. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Oh, jeez. All right, Mr. Man. Hey, whatever you say. We got some max security people in here, which is weird to me because there have not been any incidents, but there has been a drug overdose, though. We'll save his life, probably. I hope that we'll be able to do so. Probably should have some more dogs hired to be in this cell block as well. In fact, before we go any further, let's do that. So we want like 2 more dog handlers, which I also think will require 2 more dog kennels or crates. Yeah, 2 more dog crates. We'll just put these like this, and then we'll go to our logistics menu. Sorry, our deployment menu, and we'll put up a dog patrol here and here. We're mostly just trying to make sure that we get contraband before it's discovered. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there must be like 1 sleeping dog or something like that. Did we hire enough handlers? We should have 6. Yeah, 6 handlers, 6 crates. 1 of them is asleep. That's okay. This guy stole a hammer? What good are you gonna do with a hammer? Oh, we got a Polaroid. Get off of my screen. Get off. Get out of here. Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. We already saw this one, I think, in an earlier video. Okay, rooms. Yard. Our yard is going to be very large. You got to admit, that's a pretty dope yard. Has it worked? I don't see the text anywhere. But I believe it has worked because it's covered the ground. And yeah, the prisoners are walking around here. That's cool. Probably would be best to have like more than 2 doors for them to get into the yard. So let's throw up another large jail door like right here. Hopefully this doesn't create too much of like a sticking point here. There's like a lot of doors around here. But there are guards that are stationed in this area as well. So I think it'll work. Now, if we're going to make our yard work as well, I think we had some problems like exercise. Exercise is not that bad. I mean, exercise is great for you, but what I mean is, do we have enough workout benches? And the answer was probably not. Admittedly, we could use the clone tool for this. Oh, what? There was a riot in the... I thought that guy's name was Winner, and I was like, really? That's it, he's the winner of the fight? I don't want to reinforce that, okay? Winner gets fucking solitary, the loser dies. Who wants to win? I mean, that's not me saying I'd rather be dead than be in solitary confinement. More so, like, you know, maybe they need an outlet for their aggression is what I'm trying to get at. Would you want me to put, like, another armed guard in there? Is that your problem? We're going to install a large bank of phones here. The reason behind this is I think the phones make the family need come down. And we're going to lose our days without incident bonus, which is annoying. We probably at some point are going to need to make an expanded common room. It's so small. Both of the doctors get stuck inside of the freaking wall. You guys were previously completely free, so I don't understand what you're doing there. That's a little bit of a bug in the game. And we could talk about that shit now that it's not sponsored. I harbor no ill will. I mean, the way I'm phrasing it sounds like there's ill will. You wouldn't mention that unless there's ill will. But no, seriously, it was very generous of Prison Architect to sponsor, like, any episodes at all. It was just a weird arrangement that I'm like, yeah, I know you sponsored this, but now I'm going to, like, keep doing it for free. So you guys, don't worry about it. But thank you for your support. We should set up, like, a security room. Let's see, like, for grants. We need a CCTV monitor and CCTV cameras. CCTV monitors, I believe, need to be placed in a security room. CCTV monitor. Rooms. Security. Armory. Security. Needs a... Oh, no, it doesn't need that, actually. That being said, I am still going to build... I might not even build, like, a security room. I might build a little security building. But the problem is we want the security building to be inside of the prison. Because if this... No. This is the... You don't understand. The yard is not out here. This is not our yard. What have I done? Yard. Maybe that's just where it chose to put the text because it's kind of like a square there. Yeah, because it moves the text down like that. But the yard is all around you, my friends. Yeah, it moves the text over there, but it's still functional. The security room should be accessible from the prison. Otherwise, it makes it very suspicious. Because the prisoners have to walk to the security room in order to... I'm just thinking for a second here. The prisoners have to walk to the security room in order to actually become confidential informants. This one's going to be messed up. Because it's going to completely break these cell walls at the back here. We probably should have waited to do this until maybe, I don't know, late at night or something like that. These prisoners might be able to get out into the fenced area. If I was as stupid as I normally am, I'd probably be able to create an aperture where they could escape, which I really do not want to do. But let's just get ready to put another brick wall up here as soon as possible. Give it a sec. Give it a sec. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. So we'll close in the cleaning cupboard again. And then we'll wall this off again. And assuming the rubble gets taken care of, this should be okay. This guy doesn't even count as being in solitary anymore until we get the wall built. But once that happens, we should be good. Yeah, that's right. You stay in your cells. You stay in your freaking cells. All right. We've done it. We can now demolish this door. Dismantle it, at least. And we can set up a security room and something else over here. What else could we set up? I don't know. That's a good question. What rooms do we need? We do need an exports room. A storage room, but a storage room should be a little closer to the front probably, and probably larger as well. A mail room. A classroom. It's probably a good time for us to get a classroom, actually. Maybe set up a commissary or something, but... yeah, I think a classroom is probably what we want here. So we want 5 by 5. It's a small classroom, but we can make it a little larger. In fact, we'll probably set it up like this. So this will be like our classroom. Does our security room have a minimum size? 4x4. So we can actually make it 4x5. And then it's not suspicious. No, I'm not going to be a confidential informant. I'm just going to class. I'm trying to better myself. Don't be a dick. Actually, I ratted on you, though. I told them you had some contraband, and as a result, you're going to solitary. This is what we're looking for here. I made them both classrooms. Okay, don't be silly. Here. This will be a security room. And this is where we're going to put our CCTV stuff. Once it actually gets functional. And then that's... Wait a minute. What happened to our grants? Oh, it's just closed, or it's covered up by this. That's fine. We need to put a CCTV monitor, put CCTVs throughout our prison. Office desk, chair, filing cabinet. So it's basically the same functions as every other room. Office desk. Well, that's a chair, but office desk. We'll put this over here, facing the door, and we'll build a CCTV monitor in here as well. But they need a filing cabinet as well. Filing cabinets. Always in the last place you look, right? Filing. There we go. And we'll put that over here, so we probably have space for a CCTV monitor. Prison's still going pretty well. 12 prisoners coming in tomorrow. This is fine. We're still making money. We're making about 3 cells a day worth of money if we're only concerned about expansion. We have no electricity down here. Get that installed ASAP. Do these rooms have electricity? I was going to say, maybe that's why I can't see into them, but it looks like they actually do. It's just like a little bit of a blind spot right here. All right, we need a school desk and an office desk. So, office desk. Again, not appearing. And we'll put this in the back corner where the teacher can use it. And to be nice, I think it would be good if we gave them a chair. Off chair. And put that right there. And then we're going to install a variety of desks. Classroom desks. School desks, I should say. I think these have been in here before. I think they should be able to take their seats. So we've got like a 15-person classroom. Maybe that's not a huge class, you know, this is not like a diploma mill or something like that, but it's got something going on. Let me take this opportunity to save, just in case things go wrong here. So this is LP, Prison, Architect, 2015, 7. Don't freeze on me, thank you, okay. Now, I think we need to schedule some time for school. Or at least we need to start the program. Foundation Education Program. Start. All rooms booked. What do you mean all rooms booked? Reschedule all programs. All rooms booked? What else takes place in a classroom? Spiritual guidance, chapel, workshop safety, workshop, foundation education, classroom, parole hearing, parole office. What do you mean all rooms booked? Maybe the classroom wasn't ready? Oh, you know what? We don't have a teacher? No, the teacher just comes when we get it started, right? Alright, I'm confused. But let's go to rooms, classroom. It is, we could just search for it, but there's only like 15 entries here, so it seems a little silly. Classroom. Cancel this one. Remake it. All rooms booked. I'm disappointed by this. Maybe the classroom must be used for something else. Maybe it's used for our security? We could start, we might as well start alcoholics group therapy. Requires a chair. Okay, so we'll stop that for now. Kitchen safety. Kitchen safety works. Carpentry apprenticeship. All rooms booked. That's fair. Foundation education. All rooms booked. I'll have to see what's going on in the comments about that one. I've messed it up somehow. But that's okay. We might need to hire some new guards soon. Let's get our, Oh, we just had prisoners arrive. I didn't look at the bios. We're going to go to our needs here, make sure everything's mostly taken care of, which it is. Then we're going to lower our intake to 89 out of 95. We're going to lower our intake to 6 for now. Just so we don't go over top of what our capacity is. And pretty soon, or maybe like like, by pretty soon I mean like probably in 100 prisoners, we might reach an equilibrium where we have the same people coming in per day that we have going out. I also think we should probably hire some more janitors, or indoor gardeners as I like to call them, because our prison's getting a little filthy. We got a nice little, you know, congregation happening here. Nothing really doing in the workshop. Nothing at all happening in the classroom, which is very frustrating to me. I don't know what has the classroom booked yet. Okay, CCTV cameras. Let's get this going. First things first, we need a CCTV monitor, and then we'll see if I even remember how to do this. Designed to be built in a security room and operated by a guard. Security room is this one. Where did I put our filing cabinet? I have to look at our security room. Okay, it will fit there. It's gonna be a little crowded. Another knife, unfortunately. Canteen, still handling needs. Are prisoners getting fed? This is like the second meal of the day, I think. It looks like they're mostly getting fed. We might need to expand this kitchen, but the good news is we have a really logical kind of outlet to do that right here. If they're not getting fed, why are they not getting fed? Less food or less desire? Because there's plenty of seats. Is food a problem? No, food is absolutely fine. Okay, so the CCTV monitor is built. The guard is handling it. Place CCTV cameras throughout your prison. Now, this is where things get a little tricky. We definitely want, you know, some in the canteen. But, like, one... Can't see what way you're facing. One here. And then, one here. We might as well put one in the kitchen. You never know. The guards or the cooks might be getting up to something. We probably want one in the cell block. In each cell block. We want one in the workshop. I hope these are facing the right way. I think they are. Maybe one in the shower? I don't want to be weird about it, but might be necessary. Probably one in this side of the yard. One in this side of the yard. One in visitation. One in... We should probably put them, like, everywhere if we're being 100% honest, but... That's gonna be a little pricey here, so let's not, you know, price ourselves out of business. Alright, let's just try it like that for now, and maybe one in the classroom. It's a little expensive, and the wiring is what confuses me the most, but once we get them all hooked up... Oh, we've almost completed this, so let's hire two more... We can hire one more armed guard. Just throw them out there. And we can hire one more regular guard. Two more regular guards, and we've completed our grant there. I don't think we needed to hire that armed guard. So once the security cameras get up, which they are here, we're going to go to wiring, which I think is connect. Wired. Connects to other wired objects. Connects your remote access systems. Show wires. Shows every connected... Okay, I get it. So I think it goes like this. This. There we go. We build like a circuit. Does this work? Can we see what's happening in these rooms just by connecting... some wired things to other wired things? Oh, do we really just make like one circuit? This is so much easier than the way I did it before, if that's the case. I did like every single CCTV monitor back to the or every single CCTV camera back to the monitor. And it was a nightmare. This may well be wrong, by the way, but I'm gonna try it nonetheless. Because if it works like this, this would be substantially better for me. I don't know if we can actually see what I think we can see. But let's go back for a second. Rooms where nobody is. Can I see inside of those right now? No, I don't think these ones are working. Like, I can definitely see inside of these rooms. I can see well in the cell block. I can't see shit in the yard. Probably wire those up properly. No escape attempts recently, which I'm excited about. I think we may have to do it the old-fashioned way and actually run, like, you know, connect, 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 connect. And then I guess the idea is that you're transmitting in every direction. Like connect, connect. So, I mean, these wires, they don't cost very much, I think. So I'm not too burnt up about it, but I would prefer to not have to do this if possible. Connect every single one back up to the monitor. But, well, you know, I'm not an electrician. I don't know how this stuff works. I just know the sound it makes when it takes another man's life. So that's hooked up like 5 different ways here. I think this is, again, a little redundant on my part, but better to be safe than sorry, right? And like that. So I think that'll give us vision of pretty much everything in our prison now. At least, well, we don't have any vision in the armory, which is probably something we should work on. These cameras are not moving, but that might be because they don't have any means with which to move. Inactive, build more CCTV monitors. Oh, because there's no guard on it. Okay. Well, you know what? We'll hire one more guard, and we'll just make sure that he's deployed in here at all times. Or we'll make sure that at least there is a guard in here at all times. And then the monitors move. No. Build more CCTV monitors. How many monitors can handle one? Maximum of 8 cameras can be viewed at once. If you view more than 8, the monitor will cycle through them gradually, giving only partial coverage. Okay, I understand. Well, unfortunately, there's not really much of an opportunity for me to put this, you know, dismantle the filing cabinet, and then we will place it over here. And temporarily, this will no longer be a security room. And then you're just going to do that. And then we're going to build another CCTV monitor. With blackjack and hookers. Hey, no. Not correct. And this is going to be the world's most crowded security room. But just remember, scientists, you asked for it. What's going on? We should have a camera in the parole room so we can actually see what the heck's going on as well. Yo, you guys are like 8 hours early for this, by the way. I mean, that's up to you. It shows a remarkable commitment on your behalf, I think. But Armory should have a camera. Okay, let's connect. Boom. Oh, they're not built yet. I don't know, maybe we should connect. Is there a disconnect? There's probably a disconnect, but I don't need to know it right now. Well, we can build this better in the future. Let's just put it that way. This one needs to be hooked up still. I feel like that's not working. You know what? At this point, I'm like, fucking whatever. If it looks like it's working, that's good enough for me. What, can you not connect to something that's directly across from you? Is that a problem? Oh, we can see. We can see in this room. I don't know. Is that the lawyer is going to jail? Robert Arctic Zagami's file has been redacted, so we don't know why he's here or for how long. What we do know is that you shouldn't get between him, his pudding, or him watching his stories. Okay. I actually thought... Oh, you know what it is? We don't have this powered up. That makes sense. I actually thought that they were taking the parole lawyer to jail. Lawyers, am I right? Hi-oh! I don't know what that means. I'm a poser. Okay. Apologies for my own idiocy when it comes to the, this thing not having connections and whatnot. Will it actually connect now? Guard required to operate. Yes, I understand. Most people would prefer a doctor, but in a pinch, a guard will do, I suppose. Does this actually work now? I don't know. Maybe. It's good enough. We have a little bit more vision than we used to. I would like to have 100% vision in the armory. Alright, what comes next? 6 prisoners arriving soon. This is not good. We should turn off our intake temporarily. Okay. Relatively incident-free time in the prison lately. We've expanded our yard. Honestly, although it's expensive, I kind of want to spend some time making our rooms nicer. I know that seems crazy. Let's start with like a little stone path. There's some psychology here. We're gonna lay down some. Look at this guy knocking on the door. Why are you closed? We want to shop. Pardon me, sir. Logistics. This area is for staff only. You should be out of there as soon as possible. John Turner. You're not supposed to be here, John. This is not how you get to the yard. You know the days are over, or my days are over, when I start to worry about the tiles for my prisoners. You know, it's like we don't have bigger problems. Now, we may have bigger problems, but I want to make it nice for them, you know? I think, for example, a wooden floor might be nice in the workshop. You don't want to... Actually, you probably do want a concrete floor. It's easier to clean, right? But what about, What about if we actually, like, pave the yard with some grass so it's actually nice? It's quite expensive. We can afford it, though. And this will look so much better for us. It is going to take a while for it to get done, I think. But that's okay. Let's just watch our workmen do this for a while and see if it looks as nice as I want it to. Because right now it kind of looks all patchy and gross, but if we can make it look nicer, I think that's a good step for us. Remember, it's not just for the prisoners. I gotta look at this prison all day. I don't want it to look like a huge trash pile. If it looks good, that makes me more motivated to take better care of it in the future as well. I don't think you can even deny that this looks fantastic relative to where it was previously. I'm extremely thrilled with the way our yard works. It's like a freaking golf course out there. Why are you closed? Okay. I kind of want to get rid of that pool table. We should probably put some cameras in our laundry room as well. Let's sort that out. You know, they can steal... Not to be crass, they can basically steal poison from it. Okay. Well, our visitation room should also have a camera. Is it actually not wired up properly? How about now? Oh, yeah, baby. Our visitation room... well, let me just connect the other one first. Our visitation room is an area where our prisoners can go and feel like they're human beings, right? So I want to denote that with a little bit of the concern that I'm going to provide to the space. So you know what? It's a fancy room. You get fancy tiles. Our shower... That's white tiles, dog. Through and through. You shower in white tiles. You ever been to a fancy bathroom? It's white tiles. We can deal with the standard concrete floor for now. That is hideous. I'm glad I confined it to a single room. Because, good lord, that visitation room looks terrible now. But our shower, it looks exactly like I would expect a shower to. And that was very fast as well. Our canteen, when I think of a kitchen... I think it's kind of, well, not metal floors. Good God. I think maybe of marble tile. You know, marble tile is more of a kitchen thing, but we're going to be expanding this kitchen soon anyway. We require a guard and also more Vespian gas. No, that'll work. Okay. We've only made some small change. You know what? It has a wooden floor. Chapels have wooden floors. That is expensive. I'm glad that I chose a small room with which to do this. But you don't even know what this is going to mean for the morale here. I also think, if possible, we may want to improve the... In fact, I'm doing some house cleaning here. I'm not afraid to admit it. We're going to make it so only one side has these prayer mats. And I think that's going to be fine. Oh, don't forsake me. Because I am being very nice right now. We're also going to get some lights, okay? And we're going to install some lights. 2x2. Right here. So that we can actually see what the heck is going on down here. And it's going to light your way. Because this is also the door that you take when you leave this prison. And I want you to know that we have provided you with the tools necessary to succeed in public life. Alright? The yard does not need lights, apparently. That's strictly non-necessary. If you could get the prayer mats in the boxes out of the prison, this would be okay. Like, right now, it's a little distracting. The chapel does look much better as a result, though. Okay, what are we going to do next? We should make a plan. Well, first I'm going to try to figure out why the heck our foundation education program doesn't work. All rooms booked. How is this? Maybe I haven't put it on the program yet? I thought it showed up for work, though, so you'd expect it to be... I don't know, man. I'm probably missing something obvious. Look at how this lights up during the day. This is beautiful. It's exquisite. I think that's It's mostly all we need of the gussying up for now, wouldn't you say? I kind of feel, though, that I'm going to put some... People are mad that I'm using, like, brick walls for everything. Yo, don't be mad just because brick walls look dope. I didn't invent the concept of brick being awesome. So we're going to set this up like this, just so the prisoners basically... I mean, this sounds like it's in a little bit, perhaps, of contrast to what I was saying earlier about, you know, rehabilitation and stuff like that. But, you know, this is mostly so the prisoners have nowhere to go. I'll say it. And we'll install a couple of staff doors. It makes funneling them into the entrance a little bit easier, is basically the whole gist of this. And there you go. Maybe our workmen are going to be smarter about the way they move now as well. But it streamlines the entrance here, which I think is better for us. Although, admittedly, it looks freaking weird with those fences now as well. So in our next episode, we can expand a little bit. Oh, people are a little mad. What are you displeased with? Food! That is probably a sign that we should bust open this kitchen. So, you know, before I end this episode, let's do the smart thing, and we'll expand our kitchen a little bit here. Because if we don't do this now, we're going to run into problems later. Happy prisoners have to eat. Or let me put it this way, for a prisoner to be happy, they have to eat. For a prisoner to be chappy, they have to be a semi-sentient robot from a Neil Blomkamp film. And for prisoners to be happy, they have to eat. This is going to be hideous. Our floor is not going to look right, and it's, like, the fence is part of the kitchen as well. And our kitchen is just going to look bad for a while. But it's also not going to interrupt its functionality, which is important. Kitchen. We're probably going to need to hire some new chefs as well. Okay. So, if I was making a kitchen, I would put some kitchen stuff. I wonder if you can just search kitchen. Nope. That's fine. Let's outfit it so it's good for the future for a little while. So we'll give it 3 sinks. It's going to be a little pricey, but it's worth it for everyone to get fed. And if our canteen is large enough, then it's really a problem with maybe too few cooks in the kitchen. Cooker. Want it to be out like this. 1, 2, 3. And then we also need some... They call them coolers or refrigerators or freezer. What do you call them in this game? Fridge, okay. We'll put those here, here, and here. We're going to need to outfit those properly, but that's okay. Should work fairly easily, assuming our grid's not about to go down. These are very famous last words, admittedly. I think it can handle it. It might be a little close as they get wired in. We should think about building a new electrical line soon. And then up like this. And then, honestly, like, we just spent a lot of money remodeling our kitchen. Why spare any expense when it comes to cooks? We'll put like another 1, 2, 3 in here. 4 in here. And hope that that solves our problem. Okay, water lines are all hooked up. Also, in the kitchen, you are going to need some garbage bins. So let's stack those up right next to the stove, because that'll make a nice smell. Put a nice row of them in the middle of the floor there, you know, so it's a central location for all that. And hopefully prisoners will actually get fed here, because otherwise we're going to run into some serious problems soon. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. So for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, remember this series was at one point sponsored by Prison Architect, but is no longer. So now I can say whatever I want. Fart, poop, Creed, Nickelback. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.